Hello, we're here. It's ANZ Creators. We're here for a PowerPoint party. Welcome in, everyone. Let me see if I can see chat. Where are we? Don't talk about I went live on the wrong channel. It's fine. It didn't happen. It's not happening. We're here.
You haven't been crying about it.
But hello, everyone. Who's here? Who's excited to see some, I don't know, just some very insane interest from our panel here. Can you all hear me and see me okay? I just wanted to check with that. We're doing some technical wizardry today, so we'll see what's going on. I just wanted to raid someone, I know, just sharing the clout. But hello, we're here. What I wanted to do before we get started, I wanted to give you guys just a little background about ANZ Creators before we get started, just so, you know, we do the sales pitch early, right? Let me get that done. Wait, I've got the wrong button. I'm gonna get into my spiel. So, hello. Wait, where are we? ANZ Creators. We're a group of 500, well, almost 500 active and established content creators based in Australia and New Zealand. That's us. We're ANZ Creators on socials. We're here to sort of like support each other and lift each other up and, like, you know, be good citizens in the region around content creation and like fill the void where others might have left. So we're trying to like just lift up the creator scene in the region. If you're ever interested in joining us, there's a link here. It's on all of our socials. Guys, we get out. We're real people. We have had meetups all over the place. Here's some people at the TGX. Here's some people at the Melbourne meetup. There's Sydney. There's Brisbane. We're all over. We're all over the shop. But you guys are here for the PowerPoint party. So a little while ago, I did a call out to New Zealand WAN. Honestly, we need some New Zealand people to put their hands up to do some meetups. So I think there's some people there. A little while ago, I put a call out for some people to make submissions about showing off a little bit of their special interests, their wild rants they might have about things, and just 5 minutes of sharing that might be interesting or unhinged or something with the community here. And so we've got 9. There's 10 people here. One can't make it, but we'll figure that out. We've got 9 creators with us. They're all below somewhere. Hopefully I haven't cut out everyone. They might come and go. We'll see how it goes. We've got ArtfulMelody. We've got Budewy. We've got Middleton. We've got Fiamma. We've got FuraMango, HannaBealla, Tether, WildRefrain, and ZombiesLvBacon. Hello. Hi. They're going to be joining us and being a bit of an audience for our presenters as well. Also, I put on our socials in the days leading up today a little bit of a hint about what presentations are coming. Here's a few. I thought maybe we could have a crack because our presenters kind of don't know what most of the other people are doing. So I thought we might have a crack at some of these before we get started. Any thoughts on this first one? I don't...
Well, having a crack at it seems about right because I thought like I'm just like clearly it's like best us in the universe.
Yeah, pun intended.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's definitely correct.
Hell yeah.
I was thinking asses in the universe. Like, how many ass constellations are there in our sky?
Yeah. Are you seeing your asteroids? Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like stars with big asses or something.
Oh,
nice.
BBL surgery for celebrities. Is that what we're...
I was thinking like Uranus. You know, like that was my thought. Maybe.
Come on.
Too far. Come on.
Like the planet Uranus. Come on, guys. PG.
Yeah. Sure. Uranus now.
Any thoughts on number 2?
Whoa.
Is this like calling out the election before it happened? Like what's going on?
Oh.
Hang on, like award-winning architecture or something?
Oh.
My mind went to the Olympics. I don't know.
Aussie Cup winner went to the hospital. Yeah.
Australia wins.
Yeah.
Janet's got it. Lock it in.
What about number 3?
Frogs are out for
Murderous
blood.
frog.
Yeah.
What it is, but I support it.
Cane toads are now killing Queenslanders.
Oh my god, no
Finally.
reversal.
Surprise me.
Oh, here we go. Number 4. This one gets an extra bonus. I don't know why everyone was 3 and this had 4. It was too hard to explain.
Oh.
Yeah, whoever's doing that one must be really unhinged. If it takes 4, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Travel content creation. I don't. Yeah.
I reckon movie steals money from game and runs out. Done.
Yeah.
Real.
Directors stealing
real.
money from
I
game
like that one.
developers.
I'd
could be
love for it to be
close.
something heist related.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm in.
Hey, possible GTA 6 teaser in that one?
Catch
gonna
me if you
break
can,
NDA.
the game.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that would be so good, Nick. Oh my
I've always
god.
wanted to play Tom Hanks.
God.
Number 5. This seems pretty normal.
Robots don't love you. Simple as that. A case study, a cursory look into AI. I don't know.
Maybe it could be
Machines
like
don't love you.
maybe it could be like me
Stop
when I
loving
use like
machines.
ChatGPT. I use like please and thank you, and it's a robot. They don't
Me
need
too.
that.
It costs
No, you
money,
got to do
though,
that in
that's
case they,
Yeah.
when the machines uprise, they'll remember you. All right.
They'll remember you. They won't spare you, but they will kill you quickly, painlessly.
They won't enslave you.
Any thoughts on number 6? Oh, robots don't enjoy voyeurism. Jesus.
So confusing.
We've got 2
Red
knives
Knife
out.
Angel.
Yeah, lots of violence.
Like the knife and the angel emoji. There's a bit of a clash in the energy here. I'm a little bit confused. I feel like I'm getting whiplash here. I don't know what's
And then
happening.
somehow sewing as well is involved. Like,
Well, I was gonna say, like, I think this is how I feel when my cosplay isn't cooperating. It's just that the cosplay or my sewing machine wants to kill me.
It is a cosplay injuries, says Crimson in chat. Wow.
Ooh, same wavelength.
Oh.
Maybe I have like I do swear that every time we go to a convention and we see the beautiful cosplayers, a few who are in here tonight, are always like, yeah, I nearly went on a killing spree, but like I love this so much. This is all worth it now. So it's probably about that experience.
Can we
Yeah.
fact check that with the cosplayers right now? Is that possible?
Teehee.
They do seem to go through the wars. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the TV of a murderer right there.
Definitely.
Oh, we got 3 left. Number 7. Brick down right. Yep.
Like the start to the Konami code? Is that what's going on here?
I'm bricked up in every direction.
Oh.
Brick down. Brick down. It's brick down. Okay.
Real.
Yeah.
I'm quite allured by number 8 here. Breakdown. Eroticism with Tetris. Wow. What is erotic about
Damn.
that?
That's the way the blocks go together, you know?
Oh yeah, have you ever hit a Tetris before?
close quarters.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Number 8.
Box
How to
of
cook
tomatoes.
Tomatoes perfectly.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes
Erotic
are spicy.
tomatoes.
Erotic tomatoes.
How to incorporate tomatoes into your foreplay.
Ooh. Time to get saucy.
Your partner says something you don't like and you just start throwing tomatoes at them, like, boo, tomato, tomato.
Well, funny you mentioned that. I've added a series of emotes for all followers today. So there is a tomato in there. I thought that would be used more like if you don't like what's happening on the screen, you can throw tomatoes. I also have, what have we got? Claps. I've got roses, I think. Yeah, so feel free to use those follower emotes to express yourself while things are talking. But yeah, feel free to throw tomatoes if you're being upset by what's happening on the screen. I'm sure there'll be some moments like that. They're not sub emotes, are they? Oh my God, have I stuffed it up?
Come
It's
on.
fine. I'll fix it while we're going.
Throw tomatoes right
There's sub
now.
emotes. Hang on. How do I do this? I'm moving it. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna
if you want
fix
to
it.
support your local creators, you can sub right
No,
now.
I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it, guys. We're doing it.
Let him
Heard of
cook,
Twitch
guys.
Prime?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we don't need your
We might
subscriptions,
need,
guys.
Wait, did you do it to
might need a
your
presentation on
pod?
how to stream.
There we go, Chad. There you go.
Personal
You've got him. You've got him. It's fine. And the ninth one here. Starting.
I just got an early internet throwback to my spoon is too big.
Oh.
Oh, dude. Oh, core memory unlocked.
It looks like it's a guy who's confused because he went and got a spoon, but there's already a spoon in his bowl. That's what it is.
Yeah. Ooh, double
This is me
spooning.
every
Double
time I leave the room.
spoonage.
Double spoon.
spooning.
All right.
Mhm.
Well,
That's it.
that is a preview of what's happening today. I feel like everyone was wrong. So look forward to what we're there might be
Great.
one or two close. But look forward to that. So I guess we're gonna probably kick it off. Are we ready? Are we ready for first presenter?
Yeah.
Let me see if I'm ready. Am I ready? Sorry, I'm gonna be in the swing of things. Okay, if I push this button, there he is.
Oh
my God, it's
lucky
WildRefrain.
first. Oh my God.
Look at
How you
him.
doing, dude?
Look at him. Hey, how's it going, WildRefrain? Welcome in. Thank you for being our first presenter. I know
Oh,
that's
mate.
tough. It might be
Now they
tough.
say they saved the best to last. So what does that say about first? Do you know?
So I thought maybe because this is kind of, this stream is also about like celebrating the cool creators we have in our region. And I want to learn a little bit about you and what sort of content related things you get up to. What are you all about? Tell me about you, and I'll give you a shout out as well. So that all happens.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Oh, very nice. No, look, I'm WildRefrain. I do all sorts of streaming and content related things on TikTok, YouTube, and here on Twitch. Mainly, I do Stardew Valley challenges as well as Stardew Valley tips and tricks. I like Stardew Valley. It's very cool. It's not getting a mention in this presentation, I'll tell you that much.
Hey.
But I am very much in that space. I love coffee, and that's getting into my content as well. So watch this space. There's more coming. But short forms, long forms, and streams, that's me.
I love
Haley's
that.
best girl, Dixon, you're damn right. Dixon is a man of taste. You can confirm.
What is everyone's best? Well, are we having a while? Are we? Do you want to
Quickly,
have
come on.
a Stardew Valley?
Yeah. Hit me with your best shot. Let me tell you how you're all wrong, unless it's Haley. It's fine. I'm happy to.
Oh, I'm a fan of. Look, I don't know anything about. I played one time, and I just know there's who's the homeless guy. He's great.
Linus.
Linus. He's great.
Yeah, Linus, my
Linus,
boy.
Let's go.
He has beautiful taste in clothing. He likes to wear leaves, I think. I don't know what's happening. Yes. All right. What else do we need to know? Guys, have you got questions for a while before we start? So do you want to maybe give a hint? You're like turning into cyberspace here.
Am I coming into? Oh, let's quickly
Yeah.
check.
I might just ask the
Quality
other people that aren't presenting right now, maybe leave the stream together, unless you're next. 8-bit authenticity. Oh my God.
Dude, this is what Stardew Valley would look like if it was real. Simple as that. I'm going to turn off my video and turn it back on. Bear with me.
That's fine. Oh my God, we got Chip.
Chip is here.
Look, we're gonna roll
Is
with it.
So maybe because you're also got your camera on in Discord.
Maybe. Whoop.
Ooh.
Get out of there.
Fixed.
We'll see. We'll see if
No.
it fixes.
Oh,
We're getting
no.
this authentic experience. Okay. Well, what we might do is if you want to get your presentation up, have I got that? Do you want to get that going?
Yeah, it's obviously going to be very serious because we've already been pre-censored, so that's great.
You look like a whistleblower. You're about to drop some real truth here.
Yeah, that's it. I'm about to drop some knowledge. Watch out.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let me know if you can see that on the stream together thing.
Da-da-da-da-ba. I am about to. I can see it. Are you ready to go?
Dude, yeah, hell yeah.
Let's go.
Alrighty. Listen to the beautiful sound. I can focus on just my vocal performance now. It's fantastic. Alrighty. Well, guys, look, presentations, pretty serious business, I would say. Today, I wanted to think about something truly unhinged, but the problem is that in this generation where inflation is such a big deal, oh man, the threat of war is around every turn. Oh my God, AI is taking over and taking away from our jobs and whatnot. And people could even be stepping on Lego as we speak. There are so many things I could have spoken about, but I wanted to speak about the most important thing that you could ever imagine. Oh my God. And that is the eventual demise of the human race by this little guy. Today, we are going to be not looking at asses in constellations. We're not going to be on asses on stars. We're going to be looking at Kirby, the inevitable black hole. Alrighty, it begins. But why does this matter? Well, it's simple. That it will destroy us all. Kirby is coming. It is inevitable. And we need to be prepared. And the best way to be prepared is with knowledge. Now, firstly, you might be wondering, why is it that you might see that these two pictures are largely the same? Why are they so similar? Well, we have to first understand what is a Kirby. Number one, he's all-consuming. Takes up everything. He has the ability to compress things beyond measure. He can contain things in his belly. He can warp time and space. And most importantly, chat, he is irresistible. You know what else is irresistible? A black hole, baby. All of the same qualities that is exhibited by a black hole and Kirby exist in one space continuum. And I'm telling you right now, that is not by accident. That is, in fact, a warning from Nintendo themselves. They have been on this for a long time. So today, with the limited time we have, I'll be covering 3 of the most important parts of Kirby and black hole similarities, then warning you about the feats that you may come up with. As simple as that. Let's begin with the most important one and the thing we can almost agree on with Kirby. That is, of course, wait, let's dive in. I didn't make this earlier. Graphics, wow. First, we got to focus on the irresistibility of Kirby. He has a cute mouth. KO. It's very pink. Perfectly round. Not unlike, chat, a black hole. You'll notice that there's one difference between a black hole and Kirby is that it doesn't have a cute mouth. That's because if I wrote the word I wanted to write, that would cause issues around here. So it's okay, you know, you can pick it up. There's a lot of similarities. They may not be pink, but it's very similar. Are you Kirby? Okay. City Cat? Good question. So now let's move through. Why is it all consuming?
Where did you find this? Sorry.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you not familiar with the rich existing Kirby lore on the manga, anime, and several video games, Pog? Come on, bro. You got to pull your head in, mate. So let's begin. Kirby is a strange species of thing that no one knows what it is. We can only imagine that it's some sort of life-giving human thing. I don't know. But what we do know is that when Kirby is able to ingest whatever it wants, it completely destroys all organic matter. It is clear that Kirby could eat for endless amounts of time and clearly hunts for fun. But most importantly, you cannot, God damn it, you cannot outrun the suck.
So, you stole that off my hinge.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to out you like this, or I did. I promise no doxing. Simple as that. So, Kirby, all-consuming, again, not unlike a black hole. A black hole copies and destroys all organic matter. It is never satisfied, and most importantly, once you're in the black hole, you're done. So now what? Let's talk about compression, because the next thing is that, not unlike audio, the black hole is able to reduce things from a full point to essentially nothing, as we see by the copy ability taking place here. Of course, this is the dangers that we are going to be facing. We also see that it's possible for Kirby to spit that stuff back out as whatever he wants. In this case, he's chosen the beautiful story of a star. Not again, unlike the compression found in a black hole. So, what can we conclude from this? Oh, baby, it's so simple. Kirby's mouth is not an Advent Horizon. That's a band. I forgot to change that. An Event Horizon for those physicists in the room.
Wait, so you get a chocolate each day of December?
Yeah, that's right. How did you know? Oh my God. We know that all matter is then contained in a single point, so we know that this is a black hole. We also know that once Kirby is completed with whatever transformation he takes, he then shrinks back again like a black hole. So now I'm going to warn you all, because here's spoiler time. It's time to get into what is happening from his feats. So if you think that this little guy is not going to absolutely get you, you're damn wrong, because we know from Kirby's lore that there are significant things that he's done. Number one, he has literally defeated the god of destruction, which is taken as an eldritch god in the games. We know that Kirby is capable of destroying a planet with a single attack. And most importantly, he is capable of warp speed and faster than light travel. Now, I very quickly want to get you some stats. Kirby can literally move. I crunched the numbers, guys. I thought it was very important to do. Kirby can literally move at... Oh, this is a big number.
Oh, God.
I think it's 435 septillion, 495 billion, 879,999,881 something times the speed of light. And that's what we have coming at us at any stage. Lastly, I need to talk about the most important thing. What happens when Kirby and the miracle fruit combine? We get the hyper vortex Kirby, where basically in-game lore says he completely becomes a black hole. And I will warn you one more time. He is coming. That's me, guys. Thank you very much.
Bravo.
Wow.
Woo!
Well done.
I'd like to thank the boring meeting I was in today for the inspiration to make this. So thank you. Here a week.
So chat and panel, do we have any questions, comments, reactions, thoughts?
What the hell are we supposed to do?
Oh, I wish I could. My job is not to help you know what to do. It is only to help you know what's coming. I'm the herald. That's all I am.
Well, at the very least, how do I deal with this existential dread now? Like,
look, I just think, just accept it. It's coming. Just, you know, it's happening.
at least
You just need to submit to the curb.
Can you say that one number you said just one more time? I didn't
I
quite
got it
catch
wrong.
it before.
All right. Let me try one more time. All right. I'm going to put it in the chat. This is how much faster Kirby is than the speed of light. All right. This is that many times. I believe.
That's a lot of comments.
Oh my God.
It's 435 million, septillion, 494 billion, 878 million. No, I'm wrong. It's decillion, I think. It's 435 decillion, 494 septillion, 879 billion, 999 million, 800 and trillion. Oh no! Right,
oh no!
You all know. Look, you put that in Google and you figure it out. Oh my God. Also, fun fact: he can also exhibit 1,800 septillion tons of TNT equivalent in one attack. There you go, everyone. Just so you know. And there's a quadrillion in there too. Guys, look, numbers aren't my thing. I'm just here to be a stupid guy on the internet. Right? Simple as that. I think I proved that well.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, unlike Kirby, that didn't suck. Well done. That was very entertaining.
Bravo. All right. Thank you, WildRefrain. I will return you to our panel here. Oh my God. Hopefully this is not indicative of camera issues we're going to have. We'll see. FuraMango is next, guys. We'll wait for her to turn things on. What do you think? Roses, yes. We should all give it a score of, this is... Okay. All right. I'm going to...
How do I get a shirt that says you can't outrun the suck? Like,
okay.
Just
can't outrun this suck.
Wait. You just wait for the drop this week. It's coming.
Panelists, can I be crazy? Can I ask you all to turn your cameras off in Discord? This might be a thing. Let me see if that works. We can just be flashing faces for now, I think. Hopefully this is going to improve things. Okay. All right. Is this going to work? You missed one thing. I'm just going to move Fura. Sorry, guys. To number 1.
Maybe if you went live on your channel, it would work.
Oh my God.
Yeah, maybe you should have tried that. I don't know.
I'm just going to... Oh, okay. It's really throwing it at us. Okay. Wait, what I might do... All right, we're gonna. I love. Look, this is the quality that I'm getting for a mango right now, so it's not ideal. It's not ideal. All right.
Do you want to try? Do you want to try from Discord? Can we do that?
I might be able. Okay.
The Discord video is good.
Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, we're gonna go wild. We're gonna go crazy. Maybe. All right. What we're gonna do is. You can turn your sorry guys, we're just gonna work this out.
Yeah.
You can turn your camera off in Stream Together, and then I'm gonna do this.
I'm glad we fixed this now, by the way, guys. Well done.
I'm sorry,
It's
Juan.
No. It's fine. I didn't get a haircut for this or anything. It's fine.
Oh no. Oh no.
I didn't. I'm just joking.
Okay, here we are. This is
Yo,
this is gonna be it for now. All right. Cool. This might be funny for the next thing. Sorry, guys. Hi, Fura. Welcome. Thank you for doing this. While I'm setting up, do you want to tell us a little bit about you and the content that you get up to? Go for it.
What happened? Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Hello, I'm FuraMango. I am a streamer. I'm a Tetris streamer. I am a cosplayer. I'm a yapper, brain rot yapper, gritty hitter, Pokemon lover, anime lover, you name it. I love gaming. And yeah, that's me. Hee.
Gritty hitter. So maybe have you got any hints of what we're going to be talking about today?
I wonder what it could possibly be. It starts with T and it ends with S.
Oh my God.
Teeths.
Teeths. I had a much cruder word that I don't know about you.
I was
Just
also
repping the family friendly.
I was also gonna wear my Tetris shirt, but it's really cold lately. But I can just show you guys what it is. So it's a black shirt, but on the back it
Oh,
does
it's
have
beautiful.
Tetris on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then I also have this one from Uniqlo. This one. And then on the back it's MoMA.
Oh my God. She's a fan.
I think I'm the #1 Tetris fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
All right. I think I have it almost set up. Are you sharing your slides? Do you want to share your slides in there, and then we'll get going. All right.
Oh wait, via Discord or via the
Stream together. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, guys. Technical. We're almost there.
Flawless.
No, you don't.
Flawless.
Oh, mate, look at that execution.
Okay, here we go. I think we're almost there. Talking Tetris. All right. Thank you so much for doing this, Fura, and go for it.
Hello, everybody. So this is my presentation, Talking Tetris. Yahoo! Okay, so what is Tetris? I'm sure you all know. It's a block strategy game that was made in 1985 by Alexei Pajitnov on the left and Hank
scribes.
Rogers. It was.
You're editing on the wrong screen. You're not using studio mode. You weren't before either. Thank you. Sorry for keep going.
No,
Love
it's
you.
okay. It's okay. Love you too. So it was made by Alexei Pajitnov on the left and founded by Hank Rogers on the right. And as you can tell, they are like my second and third dad. Love my dad. So it's a combination of the word tetra, the Greek word for the number 4, and his favorite sport, tennis. There are 7 tetraminos, the L, J, S, Z, T, I, and O. And there was also a movie that was released in 2023. And Asper released a banging soundtrack called Hold On Tight. by the tune of Tetris. So a bit about me. That's me. So why Tetris? Why not literally any other game? I like the shapes. It makes my brain go brr. I've been playing it since I was a kid. Good at it. I'm literally addicted to it. I'm addicted to the competitive aspect of it. As you can see, my little degenerate hours in the bottom corner. I have just under 1,500 hours. And the top right is me when I play Tetris, and that's also me when I play Tetris. So yeah, I love it, but it drives me insane. Like I said before, I am the #1 Tetris fan. I was the winner of the G Fuel contest on Twitter. As you can see, I was very normal about entering. I said, please, I need this, oh my god. And I also won the Fortress House Cup Tetris MVP prize. That's me. Yeah. I also have a Tetris shrine. So I keep it next to my bedside table, so when I wake up in the morning, I can go, oh my god, it's still there. So that was my shrine before, and this is my shrine after. So this is all my goodies that I won.
Oh my gosh.
I also do have
Beautiful.
one more thing I want to share that I haven't found a home for yet. This is a personalized signed shaker by Alexi and Hank Rogers, but I haven't found a case for yet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that's my little shrine. And I'm sure you all have heard of something called the Tetris effect phenomenon, where it's when someone spends an incredible amount of time, effort, and concentration on an activity that starts to alter your thoughts, dreams, and experiences to said activity. So there's also a game named after it called Tetris Effect Connected, and I've experienced it, and honestly, you probably have too. So in the bottom, that's just me in 2020 when I first started playing Tetris 99. That was me experiencing it for the first time, me half asleep with my fingers twitching with the Joy-Cons, me freaking out, like what is happening to me, and then me finding out it's a worldwide phenomenon and I was just overreacting for nothing. So I'll just go through some Tetris terms with you. So back-to-back or B2B means when you continuously combo, you build up something called a surge meter, and when you break your combo, it will send garbage to your opponent, which is these little gray blocks here. Misdrop is when you accidentally place a piece that can end up like catastrophically, but as the great Bob Ross once said, there are no such things as mistakes, only happy little accidents. A donation is when you like plug up the hole on the side, like your well, to make a T-spin like a Tetris. So that's like donation. PPS just means like pieces per second, so how many pieces you are able to place per second. And four-wide is the worst thing you can ever do. Don't ever learn four-wide. If you find someone four-widing, I give you permission to throw tomatoes at them. Worst tactic, poo-poo tactic, soulless, boo, bad. Yeah, so T-spins, I'm sure everybody knows what a T-spin is, but you make the T shape, and then using the T, you go in and then you rotate it, and that's just me demonstrating how to do a T-spin. So you also have your SZ, JL, and I spin, which just means when you have the shape, you just put the piece into it using something called SRS, which is Super Rotation System. It's pretty cool. And these are some simple Tetris openers. So you have TKI, SCSD, DT Cannon, and All Clear. Okay, judging from your reactions, they are not simple Tetris openers. I am so sorry.
Yes, I'm
sorry.
There's so many things your doctor would say that you've got.
But TKI in the bottom left corner it was made by a Japanese player on Tetris DS, and it's like the easiest opener you can do. STSD stands for Super T-spin double, which means when you set it up, you do a T-spin single and then double, I think. I can't remember. But I did film, like, these are my clips that you just see the T-spin going woo, and then you just do it again.
Oh.
All clear just means you use the pieces to empty off your board from the very beginning, and then if you can try to, like, perfect clear loop. It's kind of hard to do, but it is possible, you can pull it off. And DT Cannon is my favorite one so far. It's called Double Triple Cannon, and I just think it sounds so freaking cool. And yeah, I love it. I love it. as the final words, I love Tetris. I am the #1 Tetris fan. I'm also the most sane Tetris player. Everybody should play Tetris. You should buy Tetris Effect. You should download Tetrio. We should play together. Hell yeah. Live, laugh, love Tetris. Thank you.
Bravo!
Wow.
That's great.
That
Well
was
done.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is.
I have questions about the opener, man. I want to know more about the openers, dude. How do you
Yeah,
get? Do you
of
get to
course.
pick your pieces? How does that work?
So, hang on. Oh, I got rid of it. Okay. So, when you start the game and you have your bag on the right-hand side, and the bag is something that holds all your pieces, right? So, you can determine what opener you need to use using color coordination and association.
That's bad.
Yeah. But because I've played it so much, when I look straight at the board, I use peripheral vision, so you don't look at the bag at all. You just see the color, and then you're like, okay, that piece goes there, and there.
That's insane, man. Well done.
This is Thank you so much for sharing this with us. This is incredible.
I love Tetris.
Who's going to be playing Tetris in the next couple of days? I don't know.
I'm
I'm
gonna put it out there.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
That's not how I play Tetris. That's
No. This is why I stopped playing. Too many sweats.
Here we go. There's a question from chat from Nick Tacular. Fura, if you were going to cosplay a Tetris block at PAX, which block would it be? And also, this is a legal commitment.
I'd probably say maybe the T piece or the I piece or O piece. Like one of the three that are not a mirrored, but I would want a little group of like 7, including myself, so we could all just like walk around like as
You
a
have to be
7
careful you wouldn't get
Tetraminos.
too close.
cool.
True, yeah, we would just like disappear. Oh my god, and you'd never see us again.
you have to have the music playing as well the whole time.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I can't
Brilliant.
imagine how many blocks that is with, was it 1700 hours? I don't even, that's probably another big number like Wild just did before of how many blocks have crossed your eyeballs.
I wonder if there's a stat for that, like how many pieces I've placed.
Gosh.
That's crazy. Any other final thoughts, comments, questions for Fura, Mango? I'd love to see that. Oh my
I'm
God.
curious, like in the broader Tetris community, is there any like game or like thing that is shunned that everyone just like doesn't talk about or doesn't like?
Ooh.
It's a good question.
Four whiting, yes. Four whiting is bad. This 4 wide, yeah, don't do it. Basically, what it means is you create your walls on the 3 and then leave a 4 and then have a 3, which just leaves a 4 open well. And so when you put a piece in, it will clear 1 line, but because it continuously clears 1 line, it will build up a back-to-back combo. And the more you combo, the stronger it is. So it's just like a cheap, soulless, boring tactic.
bullshit.
And every time I get 4 wide, I'm just like, you have no happiness, you have no family, you have no mortgage, you have no house, no Christmas.
Boo!
Literally, yeah. Boo, tomato.
Boo.
What an insight into the world of Tetris. That's so great. Thank you so much for sharing this I don't even know what to call it. Technical
Tactics, yay!
insight, Tetris block shaped something. Thank you so much for that. Oh my God, guys, I did a shout out before, but go and follow FuraMango and please go and support the content. All right. Thank you so much for that. Now, next we have Zombies. I'm just going to bring him up. I'm going to change this. Look, we're going to get smoother as we go. Hello. Here we are.
Hello.
Seamless. Here he is.
Seamless.
I'm going to need you to share your presentation and stream together. But hello, do you want to give us a little spiel about you, Zombies? Hello, welcome.
I am ZombiesLvBacon. I'm one of the people who help ANZ creators do ANZ creator stuff. I'm a variety streamer from Melbourne, Australia. But most people know me for being a crazy person that finished all the Assassin's Creed games in 1 month. And I did it. It happened. That was a chapter of my life I'm happy is behind me. I'm also a massive movie nerd. We'll find out more about that shortly. Also into very much anything pop culture, anime, you name it. Do a lot of all that stuff. Do a lot of things, really. I love doing shit, making cool shit happen. That's me. And yeah, we're gonna talk about some stuff that probably no one cares about, but that's why we're here. Let me share my thing.
That is why we're here. I'm going to cover your screen up for 1 second. Rip. There we go.
What?
There we go. It's fine. Sorry, everyone's asking, and I asked before, but the hoodie. Tell us.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
It is a hoodie that I got from EB Games. They do specials for Starlight Foundation. So
we're all into
you
it.
could buy a Sail hoodie. I've also got Sail the perfume that they released as well. I'm currently moving, so it's in a box somewhere, so I can't show all the cool stuff. But yeah, I definitely do have it. So
not that we could smell it, but
well,
how much for a sniff? Is that what you're saying?
it smells like an EB Games during a sale. So
yeah. So it's a PAX Light. I get it.
Yeah, PAX. Yeah, wow.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
I have brought your screen. We're looking at Paul W.S. Anderson, so take it away.
But I got to be upfront and very honest with everybody. I'm in the process of moving house. I'm kind of like a bit of a transient. So this is my setup in the spare room of my new place. And I haven't built any cool slides or anything like that, but that's cool. Many people that have been in my channel will know exactly what I'm about to talk about. And that's this guy, Paul W.S. Anderson, and how he is robbing gamers to go on holidays. That's right. This man is a thief, and he steals money from gamers so that he can travel the world with his family. But before we talk about this guy, and some people will know who he is, other people will be like, who the hell is this guy? And that's fine. We need to talk about this guy, Yui Ball. It's not. I wish it was Uwu Ball. That'd be a much better name. But it's not. It's Yui Ball, and this guy here was thief number one. And the reason this guy was famous is that he brought the IPs to video games and turned them into terrible, terrible movies. Many terrible movies. In fact, if we go here, and this is sorted by lowest score, we have Alone in the Dark, based on the game, House of the Dead, BloodRayne, In the Name of the King, Postal, yes, that Postal. And if we keep going down, they have even more. He did The Name of the Kings. There's 3 of them now. He also did Far Cry. This guy here was pumping out every single video game IP into terrible, terrible movies. I mean, anyway, he's famous for having the worst score. I think he's only recently been beaten by Borderlands, and that's saying something. But this man spent 20 years of his life making terrible video games into movies. Well, terrible games into terrible movies out of video games. Anyway, this guy made a lot of money out of it, and he was famous for it. And he didn't give an absolute rat's ass if they were good or not. He just used it and do it. That brings us to Mr. W.S. Anderson. His first major hit was the movie Mortal Kombat, a classic, which he managed to actually go. He put it out to test screenings, and from those test screenings, they said it's good, but we wish there was more fighting. So then they just literally went and filmed more fight scenes and just dropped them in there. So if you've ever seen Mortal Kombat, it's like, hey, why the hell are we just having this random fight scene? It's because they just filmed it after the movie was finished and just dropped it in there, and everyone's like, that's cool, that's what we like. And then he went on to create even more movies, and he started with a little one called Resident Evil. He brought the rights to making Resident Evil, and then he created this character called Alice, who he then put in the actress Mila Jovovich. She came straight out of the Fifth Element fame, a multi-pass, and then he then promptly hooked up with her, got engaged with her, and then continued to make Resident Evil movies so that they could hang out more. In fact, to the point where whenever he wasn't making Resident Evil movies, she'd break up with him. And then he would make another Resident Evil movie, and they'd get back together. So he actually went on to make more video game movies, as we can see. Dead or Alive, terrible movie. Resident Evil again. He went and made Death Race, which is it's not a game, but it's great. It's a movie. He made Resident Evil again, and then he made Three Musketeers, also with Mila Jovovich, and went on to make Resident Evil again, and again. He kept on going, and then he's even gone on to make Monster Hunter, also starring Mila Jovovich, and even recently did another one for Netflix, which was a George R.R. Martin original concept that they turned on, also for Mila Jovovich. Why is he doing this? Because every time he gets to do that, he gets employed, she gets employed, they take their family and they go and travel the world and just make terrible movies. Simple as that. He's out here making this movie, which went absolutely terrible, at a budget of 60 million, only made 47 million, and he blames COVID for it. But if you've seen Monster Hunter, I'm sorry. Simple. It's awful. And then obviously, he's just out here trying to make movies to travel with his family and do all that stuff. So, here's where it gets interesting. He's not wrong. He's actually making a shit ton of money for the studios while he's doing it. Turns out, we love the Resident Evil movies, and we spend a lot of money going to watch them. In fact, on average, he makes between 250 and 350 million every single film in profit. So it's not necessarily that he's making these films to go and do the holidays, but he's actually figured out the system where he can make a film like this one here, where it makes 125 million off the back of a $40 million budget. And then over and over until the point where this one here makes 315 million straight off the back of his $40 million budget. So he's figured out from this that he can take these IPs and he can then create it, go with his wife, go out and have holidays. Gamers will pay lots of money. Studios get paid. Everyone wins. He's actually a genius. And what people will come back and say is, what's the deal with Alice? Why is Alice there when Alice isn't in the game? And everyone always goes back to, hey, he just created this role for her. But in fact, the role was created before they were hooking up. They hooked up immediately afterwards, but that's not the point. What it actually was that Capcom trusted them with the IP for Resident Evil, but not any of the characters. There was a clause written into his contract where he could not put any of the characters in there unless they were kick-ass and they couldn't die. So he couldn't use any of the game characters unless he changed the story to suit Capcom's vision, which meant that he just created this new character and made her kick-ass and ended up marrying her, having 3 kids, and going on holidays every year to make more movies that make lots of money. And that is why this guy is a genius. They're simple as that.
Bravo.
And an asshole.
That's insane.
That's amazing. That's
Wow.
amazing.
I just want to
I
read
just want a
this.
tutorial on how to do this.
How much red yarn did you use?
I saw a comment from Twitch saying, my takeaway here still is all I have to do to hook up with Mila Jovovich is make a lousy movie. I love women with low standards.
I mean,
Oh.
it's like literally, yeah. I mean, he just keeps making movies and like keeping her employed, and they get to go on holidays together. And like, there was a whole behind the scenes. The whole thing tipped me off. I was looking at a behind the scenes thing where they were like talking about, oh, we bring the kids and they get homeschooled while they're out on going to all these locations, and that's why in like the later movies they go to more exotic locations because they wanted new holiday spots. Simple as that. He just writes it in.
Jeez. Yeah. So
The thing is, like,
Crazy.
you're saying Resident Evil is the producer we met along the way?
It's just crazy that he's made studios $1.3 billion just out of Resident Evil. And that's it. And like, he doesn't even have to write the script. He just takes the story from the game. That's all he does.
What a scam.
Yeah.
I'm into it. How do I get
We
on
keep
with my own
paying
scam?
for it. So
Yeah. Oh my God. Guys, I've got a shout out, but any other questions for any more questions or comments for Zombies? Go and follow his channel. I've just done a shout out there, but yeah.
Zombies, I would like to know, have you moved close to where he is? Because I feel like you're just going to stake him out now and take his identity.
I would, honestly. Like, is there anyone that wouldn't? Honestly, I mean, it's genius. He's He's still getting away. Although I've got to admit, like Monster Hunter's like the exception, and maybe it was COVID. But if anyone's actually seen that movie, it has nothing to do with Monster Hunter. There's maybe a minute of Monster Hunter in that entire film, and it's awful. And yeah, he tried, and that just didn't have legs like it did Resident Evil.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
2 Resident Evil. Hey, well, thank you for sharing that with us. We're going to keep rolling along. Thank you so much. We've got ArtfulMelody, who's up next, one of our newer members of ANZ Creators. I think you just joined us recently. So,
Yes, yeah, I did.
welcome. So you wait for your camera to pop up. Is it on?
Yeah.
Whoop.
It wasn't working.
Oh my God.
Asking me to set up a virtual camera, which apparently it's in use somewhere else, but I don't think it is. So I'm a bit lost.
Let's see what we can do. Oh, look, I'll get you over here. Hang on. If I do this, no, not that one. Whoop.
Get tech support in here.
Hang on. I think I've got it. I'm going to get you over here. 1, 2. There we go. All right. That'll work. Hello. Welcome.
Thank you.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and about your content? Oh my God. The accessories and the makeup is very impressive. Welcome.
Yes, yeah. I'm Artful. I'm 19. I use they, them pronouns. And I'm a variety streamer, but mostly Minecraft. I like to say variety, but I think I lie a little bit. I like just aesthetic little things in games, and I like dressing up and doing my makeup. I got a little hint to my presentation. Yeah, I adore makeup looks, and yeah, I'm glad to be here because one of my favorite things to do is ramble about the little brain worms I have going on, the little things that eat at me, the brain rot and hyperfixation. So yeah,
I think you're amongst good company here with that sort of.
Definitely.
Yeah. Do you mind sharing your screen and then we can get started? And
yeah.
guys, I think it was the frog one. I think it was the one with the frog emoji, maybe.
Oh.
Oh, it's Kermit killing people. Oh no.
You were
What?
about to die,
Never.
motherfucker.
It was the frogs killing
Someone check in on
right?
Miss Piggy.
All right.
You're
Yeah,
fucking dead.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We're good to go when you're ready.
Yeah. So, Murderous Muppets, right? This is your guide to the Muppet lore, done by yours truly. The title will make sense later, I swear, which, I mean, I guess is the point of a presentation. But yeah, let's get into it. My credentials, we'll start with this, right? I mean, you don't even want to get me started because every single one of my friends hate it, but I can recite this song over and over, and I choose to often. You will hear this coming from me all the time. It's a beautiful song. I love it. And just, to check, if you don't know the Muppets at all, which is a sin, we'll start with their creator, the Mother Muppet himself, Jim Henson. This is a little bit of information about him, just a tiny bit. He's an American puppeteer and animator. He's born September 1936. You know what? Actually, I think you all know this, right? We all know him. We all know everything about him. I live on the Muppets Wikipedia. You guys do too. We don't need that. On to the real stars of the show, right? We've all been waiting. You want to hear about Kermit, Miss Piggy, Walter, their lives, right? Wrong.
Oh.
Wilkins and Wontkins. You know them, right? Oh. Right? Surely. Okay. You probably don't. But these are guys that predate Kermit and also Henson's time on Sesame Street. One of his early gigs, Wilkins, a coffee company, asked him to create some quick 8-second skits for their ads. The typical format, and this is revolutionary, being that Wilkins would always try to persuade Wontkins to drink. And true to his name, he just won't. So Wilkins does the most rational thing, murdering him in cold blood. Yep, yeah. I'm going to show you a few of my favorite clips, although there are so many more, and I want you to listen out for that iconic Kermit voice, because I have a feeling this was Kermit before fame. Not to say that he changed his identity after being caught, but just listen, just listen. Yeah.
I've got 5 aces. Can you beat that? I've got a can of Wilkins coffee. Not Wilkins. You know, people who don't drink Wilkins coffee just blow up sometimes. Oh, that's a lot of... See what I mean?
Oh my
What do you
god.
ask the class? Like for a cup of Wilkins coffee? No. You don't drink Wilkins? No. How shocking.
So,
Oh my god.
Wow.
it's a bit gruesome. But I don't know about you. I would not be refusing a cup of Wilkins coffee, especially not from the icon himself, because, yeah. So that's the origins. But since then, there have been some of the best movies ever made, and, you know, the TV show and everything. Although it's really just this one. The others are good, but I mean, oh god, this one. If you haven't watched it, please, please. And even better since then, they've continued the legacy of violence and brutality by kidnapping Jack Black. Although maybe I shouldn't be excited about that. However, in my research, I found he was not the only one they've kidnapped. They have a huge history of this. Like, a lot of celebrities have been kidnapped by the Muppets. And now there are over 3,500 of them, which is just insane because imagine being in a room with all of them. Like, that's enough to overpower even the loudest streamer. And that's saying something. We all know how loud streamers can get, like, God. But not even the best part. There is some Australian Muppets, including Three-in-a Row Smith, who is known for being the world's greatest tic-tac-toe player. Something I'm not sure is uniquely Aussie, but it is nice to be known for something other than shrimp on the Barbie. Also, in one episode, there are, you might be tired of this stereotype, upside down Muppets, who appear briefly upon the ceiling of the theatre room. Yep, of course. Let me give them their moment upside right. I feel like they deserve it.
Yeah.
My beautiful moment.
Hell yeah.
In the right way. This is the world. This is other people deserve to be upside down. But don't worry. New Zealanders, I didn't forget you. It does say ANZ. Unlike much of modern media, there is a small, they didn't forget you. There is a smaller Muppet-esque show, aptly named The Animal Show, which, you know, has Clive the Kiwi on for a very special episode. The only disappointment is there's not much more to him. He is just a Kiwi, but at least they remembered that New Zealand was on the map, right? At least that's something. But with that, it is time to play the music and time to light the lights. Thank you all for listening. I hope it was sensational, inspirational, celebrational, and Muppetational. Yeah, thank you guys.
Wow.
Bravo!
Wow.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
That's so good.
Holy cow.
Good job.
There's so many Muppets I don't know. I cannot believe.
3,500 of them. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I
Holy
could
cow.
think of the
Yeah.
argument with like the was it 100 men versus the gorilla? So it's 1 man versus
Yeah.
3,500.
Oh my god, you cannot beat them. They're too like violent. We saw like
Yeah, they're blowing people up with
Yeah.
dynamite. Oh my god, we got no chance.
they look cute, but they are a bit aggressive. Like,
It's the first time I've seen someone shot with a gun, like on a Muppets. I did chat did get a little concerned that I think Willett looked a bit suspicious in his form. I don't know if you have any comments about that or his design.
Yeah. I I think I'm telling you, Kermit changed his color a little bit. He put on a collar, and then he said, "No one will recognize me." You know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was originally pitched as
yeah.
Willykins.
Oh.
Yeah. Just- You can say it slightly.
Oh my god, thank you for that. That was excellent. Guys, I've put a shout out for ArtfulMelody. Go and support their content and stream. And oh my god. Where are we? Are we halfway? And I think I've learned just terrible things from everyone. I don't know. There's
We're all unhinged.
just good stories to tell others, but nothing to really use in any professional
Very
world.
useful information. Very useful.
Mate, I've learned more about Tetris than I'll ever know, so I'm ready. You watch out. Streams next week are gonna be real different.
Oh my gosh.
A whole lot of Tetris.
I do feel like so far every presentation and hyperfocus and topic has been not only the topic itself, but the way it's been delivered has been in such a way that you'd probably lose your job if you talked like this.
So true.
It's just like, you guys, you need to let that person go. Holy crap.
Wrong, you would get a promotion.
I work in the arts. I'd get a promo.
Yeah, I'm definitely
We're all
in corporate. Yeah.
All right. I think we've got Tether next. I'm gonna need you to join the thing. Oh, you just surprised her.
So much faster than I thought I was going to.
So much. Here, I'm just bringing myself up now. Oh god. Okay, here we are. We're somewhere. This is great. Flawless. Look,
Okay, amazing.
you know,
Do I keep my camera in Discord and just share my screen?
yeah, let's do that. Let's do that and just
Yep.
share your screen, and I think we'll be good to go. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. Look, this is not how I planned it today, but we're just working it out. Perfect. This is great. Hello, Tether. Welcome. Oh my.
Hello, thank you.
Oh my god. Look, I just personally, you're someone that I see at every event, and every time I see you, you have transformed into a character. Into you, the effort that you put into your like styling and cosplay and effort is so impressive. So I just wanted to just like acknowledge that, because I'm just so totally impressed by you constantly. But welcome in it.
So much.
Oh no, I don't do anything. But thank you for joining us for this. This is really cool. I'm really happy that you're here. Maybe do you want to, if those of chat who maybe don't know who you are, do you want to give them a little spiel, tell them about you and your content?
Yes, I am notoriously bad at talking about myself. But I'm Heather. I do cosplay and stream and content creator things. I'm like Tether here on Twitch, and then Teatherxrie on everything else. And yeah, I do silly things, and I'm a little chaotic sometimes, and including today.
I also want to say, when you submitted your pitch for the presentation today, you were like an instant yes. I don't know what happened. It was like, I need to know all about what this is, because it's just like, I don't know why you have this interest, and I'm so curious to learn. And yeah, any hints before we get into it, or it's up to you?
I think the only thing that I'm really happy about is that like some of our community is in chat tonight, and I'm feeling the hype. So I just want y'all to know that it has been proven this isn't just me. This is not just a me interest. There are many of us.
All right.
All right. Someone's view botting. Let's go, chat.
Woo-woo! All right. I'm just gonna hand it over. There we go. Okay, go for it.
Amazing. Well, buildings. Now, we live among them, we work in them, we pass them every day, and we don't really think twice. Now, some people tolerate buildings, some people admire buildings, but there's very few buildings that are actually like loved. Now, that is what makes a true building. Like, it's not just its height, it's not its shape, but it's the way it makes people feel. And around the world, there are many examples of buildings that make people feel. But in Australia, we don't really have a lot when it comes to architecture. So when it comes to buildings, like I do have a preference. Now, my preference is that I like them tall. Okay, so let's look at some of Australia's tallest structures. Now, first up, we have the Eureka Skydeck. Now, I'm sure most of us know about the Eureka Skydeck. It's the building that was once known for being the tallest building in Melbourne, but it never claimed the title Australia-wide. And while it was a wonder, the novelty it was filled with has long since faded away, and nothing is left except like an overpriced tourist trap. It serves up overpriced tickets, it has obstructed views, and honestly, mediocre heights at this point in time. It's part residential, part tourist trap, and altogether underwhelming. Plus, it like kind of looks like a ruler, which it's kind of weird. Like, why would you make a building that just looks like a ruler? Anyway, let's next take a look at the official tallest building in Australia. Now, this is the Q1, and while the view is pretty nice, the building itself doesn't contribute to that. And its height would be impressive if it wasn't for the fact that so much of the height is there for no more purpose than boosting its own ego with no substance. And like, it has such a highly sought after tile, you would think it could work a little bit harder to get that, but here we are. And if the upper heights of Australia are dominated by such monstrosities, like what hope is there for us? What building can stand up to be the great building of Australia? Well, let's look at the science. And my favorite scientific method to determine whether a building is just all right or truly great, well, has it been made into a nanoblock set? We have bridges, we have castles, we have historic monuments and skyscrapers, even the Sydney Harbour Bridge. But you know what else we have in Australia as a nanoblock set? Why? None other than this beauty. The Australia 108 residential tower.
Yeah!
Now, this building, first of all, is the tallest building in Australia by ceiling height, which means, unlike the Q1, you can actually go to the tallest part of the building. It's not just a stick it stuck to its head. I clicked on the wrong thing. Give me a moment.
The video crop, do you have it?
It has a glistening gold level called the Starburst, which is full of just like beautiful entertainment things, including a pool. You can get views from that level while sitting in a pool. Is that not awesome? It's also a shining star in the Melbourne skyline, of course. And part of that is that it incorporated feng shui into its design to make it like really balanced and appealing and just amazing. Now, it's 108 floors and it's 318.7 meters tall. And the building's name, height, and top floor all contain the number 8, which is meant to relate to prosperity, abundance, and security, obviously incorporating greater buildingness into the factor. It's also highly functional. Now, the Australia 108 is the Southern Hemisphere's only building with at least 100 floors, not just a stick on its head, and only the second residential skyscraper in the world to comprise at least 100 floors after the Princess Tower in Dubai. It also knows its purpose. It's not here to deliver obstructed views or 3 seconds out on a glass box that's so dirty and decrepit, or VR experiences when you go up a building to look out a window. I don't know. I'm just saying, I think that there are improvements to be made in other buildings, but the 108, it knows where it stands. It's also glistening, immaculate, beautiful, stunning, perfect, flawless, exquisite, splendid, accomplished, superb, impeccable, supreme, outstanding, and our supreme ruler and almighty God. But Heather, you literally could have woken up and chosen any building to present this morning, you might be thinking. Well, I'm here to tell you this is not a short obsession. I have been a fan of the 108 Tower since I first discovered its beauty in 2022, and it has been head over heels love ever since. And now you might be saying, but Heather, how does one person's obsession justify this being Australia's best building? Well, let me introduce you to the private and exclusive 108 Appreciation Club. This is a society of like-minded, power-loving individuals committed to sharing our love of this building since 2022. It is a sub-only channel, and we share everything. We share the blessings the 108 has given us. We share it when we see it on our morning commute or on the way to conventions. We share the silly things that other people say about us when they take photos of the 108 Tower. And it's even said we might have influenced some celebrities into also appreciating the 108 Tower. Not only that, though, we also have emotes and chat commands. We have fan art, we have memes, and we have merch, which is worn out in public. We have events, and it's not a cult. So in summary, the 108 Tower is the Southern Hemisphere's, I mean, honestly, pride and joy. We have the Eureka Skydeck with an okay view, a Q1 with an okay view, and the 108 Tower with an amazing view that you can look at from a pool. Eureka is not even a top 2 building. Q1 is the tallest building in Australia, but it only has 78 floors and a big stick on its head. And the 108 Tower is the tallest building in Australia by ceiling height, which is the measurement that actually matters. Eureka is a tourist track, Q1 is a tourist trap. The 108 Tower is just an effortless beauty built for its residents and for its visitors. Literally everyone hates the Eureka by this point. Q1 doesn't have a fan club, but the 108 Tower is amazing enough to sustain its own exclusive fan club. Now, this is just to further emphasize the point that really, when we're looking at height, it's really the 108 that's standing out here, you know? Like, that's where the substance is. And look at that beautiful silhouette. So in summary, this is Australia's best building. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Beautiful. I appreciate it 10 times more now. Absolutely. Oh my God.
I'm so glad. Thank you.
There's lots of calls asking how they join the appreciation club.
Yeah, so if you head to my Twitch, our Discord is like a general appreciation club, but if you subscribe, you get access to the super exclusive 108 appreciation club. So join the Discord, sub to my Twitch channel. You get access, baby. And let me tell you, as I was making this presentation, I realized there are so many more messages than I thought there were.
A synonymous Bosch says, undoubtedly Australia's mightiest erection. Wow.
I mean, it is beautiful.
No. See, what I'm hearing is the next ANZ Creators meetup.
In the pool.
Poolside.
I do think like another really important point to make is that I have never actually been inside the 108 Tower.
No!
Oh, do you think that would change?
Criminal.
Right.
Hey, if anyone has contacts,
Fake
I'm more
fan.
than happy to be sponsored. Thank you.
It's out of respect. Out of respect.
So what would happen if someone put a big stick on the top of the tower to make it the world's tallest building? Oh, Australia's tallest building. Would you be okay with that? Would you be down with that?
I think that it can do better than that. And I think that the 108 Tower knows it can do better than that. I think like collectively, if someone was to put a stick on its head, like we'd all be like, nah, that's not okay. Let's bring it back down.
Well,
We know it's the best building in our hearts, so.
I love it.
that's brilliant.
Amazing.
My gosh.
Yeah, location for the next ANZ meetup, and we will all bring some spray cans and go and tag the Q1.
So down.
Yeah.
In the same night, let's go.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's it. I've done a shout out for Tether there. So if you're interested, go and follow the Twitch and join the fan club. I'm certainly interested. I feel like I've never really looked up, and I'm excited to appreciate now.
It'll brighten your day every time you go to Melbourne.
Thank you so much for sharing, guys. Claps and roses and all that sort of stuff in the chat. We've got Budewy up next. Hello. I'm gonna flick over. I'm gonna need you to join the stream together when you can.
Yes.
But hello,
On it. Hello. How we doing?
chat. How we doing,
Good.
chat?
Good.
Got there.
While you set up, but I'd love you.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us today. I'd love it if you told us a little bit about you, where people can find you, and what sort of content you get up to.
Yes, of course. Well, my name is Budewy.
Sorry, I've been saying it wrong the whole
not-
time. I'm so sorry.
I was waiting for a moment to be like, yeah, Budewy.
Budewy.
Based on the Pokemon Budew, who I actually have with me right here. This is the lovely Budew. I literally, so original, just took the Pokemon. I'm like, yep, smack a Y on the end. That'll do it. Call it a day. I am a chaotic, I know it's overused that term, but like chaotic just chatting streamer who plays horror games here and there. I'd like to think my side of the internet is like where people can be themselves. And my ultimate goal is to be so cringe and embarrassing that everyone else can just feel better about themselves when they watch me. Like, they can be like, damn, I can't be worse than this girl. Like, oh, she's bad. Like, I'm doing okay compared to this Budewy chick. That's the goal. So, yeah. Professional Havoc Rika by night when I stream.
You've got a comment there from Hollow. Danny looks so demure, very mindful behind you. He's got
That's
has
my
he got
husband.
a kiss on his cheek. What's happening here?
I did that. Yeah. He watches over me in my streams. He's a very supportive husband. Still waiting for the ring though. He said he's working on it. Okay. He said that he's getting the money together. Soon we'll have our wedding, so I'll invite all of you. Don't worry. Yeah, that's my man's. So don't look at him for too long.
All right. While you share your screen, have you got any
Yes.
hints about what you've got in store? Which one?
Ooh, I feel like I should just let the slides speak for themselves.
Okay.
My hint is it's a age-long debate. I feel like we've all heard this topic before. I'm here to
Mm.
reveal the truths.
Get your tomatoes out, guys.
Farmer.
That's what I hear.
No, hear me out, guys. Save the tomatoes. I'm gonna make a really compelling case, and I am good to go.
All right. Hit it. Thank you.
Alrighty. Ahem.
Hello, everyone. Whoa.
Whoa.
Hi.
Sorry. Hi.
Welcome to my presentation. This is the ultimate debate. Is cereal soup? The ultimate breakfast debate. Presented by me. My name is Budewy. Hi. The answer may shock you. That this might be you. The top right one, not Danny DeVito. That's my husband. Go away. The top right one, that will be you after this presentation. Just hold on. Now, I'm going to be breaking down this presentation into 3 elements just to really be deep and concise in the 5 minutes that I have. Number 1, philosophical contemplations. Very serious, very, very intense. Number 2, cultural perspectives on soup and cereal for that matter. Number 3, the chemical composition of soup science, because gotta cover all bases, right? All about the facts and figures. There's my mans, love him. Mwah, love you, Pookie. Let's go. Yippee. Firstly, I would like to raise to the audience some common definitions of our 2 keywords, soup and cereal. These are from our beloved Google. Shout out Google, love you. First definition we have here is for soup, which is a liquid base, which is usually stock or water, with solid inclusions, usually meat, fish, or vegetables, and it's typically, emphasis, underlined, you see that, savory. I'm gonna get my little laser pointer too. Typically, okay? Cereal is also a liquid base, but it's typically milk. It has solid inclusions and consisting of roasted grain. And cereal is also defined as a plant, such as grass, which would be also a plant, yielding starchy grain suitable for food. Now, I want to highlight some key words from these two definitions, all right? First, the liquid base. See the common terminology there? Liquid base. You can see we have it up here. We have it down here. Same thing, is it not? Same words. We can read, right? And I want to point out here, vegetables being one of the keywords and plant being the other keyword. Now, according to the definition on Google of what a vegetable is a plant or part of a plant used as food. Now, what do we have here? Plant, plant. Cereal is a plant. Vegetable is plant. Vegetable is plant. Plant is vegetable. Therefore, same thing. Already, we have a link. Stay with me, guys. This is really complex. I know it's really difficult. Just, you'll get it. You'll get it, I swear. I've even tried to make it easier for you guys with a Venn diagram. We can see in the middle here the things that kind of coexist for both cereal and soup. For example, it's both in a bowl, both consumed with a spoon, both have a liquid base, both have vegetable solids, as shown by our previous slide. Vegetable equals plant, as I stated. However, we can all read, right? You can see the Venn diagram here. I would like to focus on the differences outlined in each category. For example, for cereal, it's cold, it's typically sweet, and it's milk-based. And for soup, it differs by being hot, typically savory, and typically broth or water-based. But I'm going to debunk this. Let's go. Number 1, the claim that soup is hot, and it can only be hot. I would like to introduce to you gazpacho. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. But it's a cold, the antonym of hot, cold Spanish soup, okay? Cold. There we go, a type of soup that is not hot. Get wrecked. See? I even circled it for you. Make it really clear. Number 2, only cereal is milk-based. This is a claim that is made, even by the definition by Google. But chowder. Not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Unfortunately, not that one. No. I am talking this chowder. And here is some instructions from, again, Google on how to make chowder. And look at this. Whisk in milk. Milk. So.
Got him.
Enough said there. Got him. Got him. Next thing that I'm going to debunk. Soup is not sweet like cereal. But I would like to introduce to you that it can be. I don't know how to pronounce this word. I think it's Google said blowbar shopper. This is blowbar shopper. It's a blueberry sweet soup. And it can be hot or cold. Hot or cold. See, soup can be cold. 2 arguments debunked in 1. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm just doing so good here, guys. Hype me up. Give me some claps in chat. Come on. If that wasn't good enough for you for the sweet argument, we have another one. Taro sago dessert soup. And check this out. Milk. It has milk. Milk, guys. Another argument with 2 things that are relating to cereal. Bada bing, bada boom. But if all of that is not good enough for you, let's get scientific. Mathematics. Big brain stuff. All right, keep up. There are 2 primary chemical components that exist in soup. In every soup, regardless of other materials. Oh my god, my microphone just died. RIP. No more ear assault. Sorry, guys. 2 primary chemical components. H2O and NaCl. H2O is water, of course. And milk, which we usually have with cereal, is 87% water. That's over half. That's nearly 100%. If you round it up, that's basically 100%. Therefore, milk is basically water. Okay? Science. Then, why are we laughing? It's not funny, guys.
We're afraid that you're eating right now. We're afraid that you're eating right now. It is.
Quiet in the classroom, thank you.
Sorry, miss.
Yes, you're forgiven. NaCl, aka sodium chloride, or even simpler terms, edible salt. This right here is the label for the beloved Australian Milo cereal. Love that shit. As you can see, circled in red, what is that right there? Salt, aka sodium chloride, aka NaCl. Therefore, in conclusion, this is about to be you when I press this next button. That's gonna be you, bro. Cereal is a type of soup. What? Anyways, that was my presentation. No tomatoes in chat, please. Only love. Live off love. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.
Bravo. Bravo. I think we've all made the face. This is I've seen some chat. Campbell's is in shambles. Any thoughts, any questions, any concerns, chat?
Any disagreeers?
What would you say to the cube rule truthers that say that cereal are nachos?
Wait,
What?
cereal, can you elaborate, please? I what?
Look, I was with
You
you
say to the
until
cube rule
with the
truthers
cereal
who
soup
say
thing, man.
that cereal is nachos based on the idea that is a substance with starch in it, so it is nachos.
Well, I'm gonna need another
By that
PowerPoint for
logic,
that,
is
guys.
cereal not a
Like,
potato? I'm so confused, man.
That's the next one.
I
That's
will
the
make
next,
another PowerPoint just for you. I got you. Part 2, Budewy.
All
I have
food
a-
is food.
A question.
Yes.
Couldn't you say that cereal is crunchy and then soup is soft?
Oh, contention. Yeah.
Well, that kind of depends how long you steep your cereal in the milk for.
Oh.
Oh, no, you never
And
eat
you could
cereal.
argue
Croutons,
also-
croutons.
Crouton, exactly. I was going to say exactly that. There are sometimes crunchy inclusions in soup. So,
That's true.
Wait,
bad
I'm fine with the
argument.
crouton cereal.
Oh, my bad.
Chat's asking, is pea soup?
It's
Peas?
tea soup.
Oh, tea.
Oh, tea.
Tea.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, I love tea.
Come on, that's well established.
Tea.
We know
I was
this.
in a different continent, yeah.
Tea. I would like to say, in my professional, scientific, really researched opinion, I don't think tea is soup, simply because it lacks. Oh.
You can't have chunky
Actually,
tea.
you got me thinking.
Pull up the
Actually.
descriptions now. Pull them up.
I need the definition. Because, look,
She's in shambles.
we had our argument about vegetables and plants, right? Technically, in a tea bag, you
Plants.
have plants. Plant,
Yeah.
as I stated, plant is vegetable. Vegetable equals plant. It's the same thing. So,
Leaf juice.
Oh,
You
no.
don't eat a tea bag.
It's cereal. Oh, my God.
Oh my gosh.
tea is cereal. Tea is soup. Oh man.
Who doesn't eat a tea bag?
God, food research is gonna go crazy.
Bro, I'm gonna do like a whole. I'm in university. I'm a student, so like, I'm gonna do like a whole research paper. I'm gonna do my doctorate. That's gonna be what's on. Just breaking down what is soup, what is tea, what is cereal. Look out, guys.
God damn.
Can I ask though, would you then approve of me dipping bread in my cereal?
Of course. Live your life. Live like love.
A soft white bread?
I love soft white bread. I love it soft. Yeah. More of that.
Yeah. Croutons
Yeah.
on my Whippix, bro.
I would
Croutons
actually,
and
that would
milk.
go hard. I won't even lie.
Croutons
I'd
and
have some of
milk.
that in my bowl.
Yeah.
Get
All
my
right, guys,
bowl.
I'm going to need to recover from this one. Holy crap.
Me too. Wait, someone said Weet-Bix are croutons. That's yeah.
Wheat Bix are croutons.
Look, if I had more than 5 minutes, I'd unpack all of this, guys. I'd unpack all of this. There are so many considerations. It's a big topic. Big, mind-blowing stuff.
Oh my god.
You're
Most
welcome.
controversial topic for tonight.
Wow. Hey, well,
Classic
thank
Budewy
you for
maneuver.
sharing that with us. I think you've developed more questions than answers now at this point. But my gosh, we've all got a new appreciation for I don't even know what that is. I don't know. There's no good. I don't know what. I'm just so confused. But thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you kindly.
No worries. All right, we're gonna get our next speaker here. Hannah, hello.
Hi everyone. How
Hi.
are we doing?
Hi. Thanks for joining for us. I know you had a little one running around earlier, so
Yes,
thanks
she's asleep
for-
now. Thank goodness.
So Hannah's another one behind the scenes for the ANZ Creators, and it's great that you could join us and do a presentation for us today at last minute. I know you didn't get a lot of notice for this one, so that was really nice.
That's all right.
But I think we've got something cool in store. Did you want to tell everyone that might not know who you are a little bit about you? And yeah.
Sure. Hi everyone. I'm Hannah, aka HannaBealla. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. I've been streaming for, gosh, I think it's like 8 years next week. So
oh man,
it's been a while. Yeah. I play a bunch of different games. I've been through a lot of different stages on Twitch. I started with like League and then PUBG and then Dead by Daylight. And now I just play what I feel like playing, which is kind of nice.
Hell yeah, queen.
Yeah, it's been a bit quieter on Twitch because I have a toddler. So you can imagine that's been kind of chaos. But yeah, that's me.
Hey, well, thanks. We might get right into it, but there was a reason why I might have put a certain emote in today's round. But I will flick to your slides and you can take it away, Hannah.
Thank you. All right. Welcome, everyone. To me telling you about how much I love tomatoes. They are the sexiest fruit, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Also my favorite food. All right. Let's get one thing straight.
Oh my.
Tomatoes are a fruit. They are sexy, and this is not a debate. I mean, look at that.
God.
They are just... I can't even take myself seriously.
Yo, where that tomatoes at?
They're juicy, plump, radiant. I mean, like, look at them. They're so shiny. They've got glossy skin.
Already.
Oh, Winston's here to eat them too. Hey, he loves tomatoes as well, but dogs aren't supposed to eat them, so don't feed them to your dogs. They glisten in the sun like a forbidden ore. They're pretty cool, right, Winston? The sound that they make when you bite into them, like juicy and moist, delicious.
Can we have a sample, please?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
No.
Did you hear that?
No, we didn't hear it.
ASMR level. Get in there.
It's gonna get right in there.
Wow.
Oh my.
Right, Hannah, do it again.
All right, that's enough. I ate like half of it in one go.
Oh my god.
And then I nearly choked on it. Okay. So versatility is really hot, right? So you can eat them raw, delicious. You can roast them. They are in like all Italian food, all the good stuff. Pasta, lasagna, pizza. You can sun dry them. You can put them in ketchup, tomato sauce, amazing. They can be sweet, spicy, savory. What can't they do? They're amazing.
Oh.
All right. Did you know about lycopene? This is something I've only learned about. The red color comes from lycopene, and it's a natural occurring antioxidant which is found in tomatoes. And not just inside your body, where it's quietly reducing inflammation and fighting free radicals like a nutritional ninja, but it's good for your soul. And lycopene is good for your heart, your eyes, and your skin. So if you don't like tomatoes, you're missing out. These images. All right. Did you know?
Not the tomato seed.
Did you know that they were once feared? So in 18th century Europe, tomatoes were nicknamed poison apples because they used to, the acidity in them used to pick up the lead from the pewter plates and kill people. So that's a fun little fact.
Whoa.
Yeah, a bit morbid. They have more genes than humans, which is really interesting as well. So a tomato genome has about 31,760 genes, which is like 7,000 more than humans. So they're very complex as well. They're technically a fruit, but legally a vegetable in America. So in 1893, they declared tomatoes a vegetable for tax purposes because they were served at dinner. But of course, they're actually fruit. And they came from the Americas. So they originated in South America and were around Peru and were domesticated by the Aztecs in Mexico, which is now Mexico. And the word tomato comes from, this is something I can't pronounce properly, the Nahuatl word, which is an Aztec language. So every time you eat one, you're speaking a little bit of ancient history, which is kind of cool too. All right, some more fun facts. Continued.
These pictures, I'm sorry.
I felt like such a creep looking up sexy tomato on the internet. But here we are. There's a variety of tomato called the mortgage lifter. Because in the Depression era, a man paid off his mortgage by selling a giant juicy tomato variety that he bred. And he saved his house because of it. So that's pretty cool. Tomatoes have been grown in space, which is also really awesome. So they're officially out of this world. And they can be all sorts of different colours. So they can be black, blue, striped. There's the green zebra and the indigo rose. They come in all different shapes and sizes. So there's really something for everyone. They're 95% water. So you can hydrate while you eat them as well. And they're still packed with flavour. So amazing. And there's an annual tomato fight in Spain, which I would love to go to one day. Where?
What?
Yeah, it's a festival held in Spain where heaps of people arrive, thousands of people arrive and throw overripe tomatoes all over each other.
Like a water
So,
bomb
I mean,
fight?
yeah. So it could be like a big soup festival, really, I guess. All right. Tomatoes, or spaghetti sauce, is the lover's meal. So tomatoes are the backbone of romantic food. No one's ever fallen in love over dry salad, I don't think. Maybe they have, not me. And Lady and the Tramp here, a good example of that. Tomatoes have curves. So you've got the thick boy, the beefsteak there, which is giant, you can see compared to the hand. The sleek romas. And the heirlooms, which are like the funky little freaks of tomatoes. They've got all the little pockets inside. Have you ever had a tomato fresh off the vine? It's just like something absolutely incredible, so intimate. You just like bite into it and it's like so much sweeter. So much sweeter than your average tomato. So you're not just touching a fruit, you're engaging in softcore agricultural fantasy right there. In conclusion, tomatoes are curvy, juicy, versatile, succulent, and moist. They are very sexy.
That's
And thank you so much for listening to my very
Wow.
important message about tomatoes.
Well done.
Wow.
Bravo.
Anybody else hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I honestly just had pasta for dinner. Now I'm hungry again.
Your
Wait, I
internet
have a
history is
question.
in shambles. That's what with
Yeah, definitely.
How
is.
many tomatoes can you eat before you like feel ill?
Oh, I did an eating challenge on stream years ago that I got requested to do, and I think I had like 10, and then I threw up.
Oh,
Yeah, do
Oh.
not suggest. Don't do it.
she
But,
really likes
that was-
tomatoes. This is
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
yeah. That was not nice.
That-
Question: do you
Hmm.
have what's it called? Objectophilia. Are you sexually and emotionally attracted to tomatoes? Be so for real. Be so
You know
honest.
what? I have never thought about it until I was like, what am I going to do a presentation on? I really love tomatoes. They're delicious. They're my favorite food. And then I don't think I do, but now I'm questioning it, definitely.
Just some of those word choices that occurred during that presentation really got me thinking. Like, ain't no man ever spoke about me in that way, and you're talking about a tomato like that. God damn.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're pretty sexy. I had to be, convince you all, so I've got to drop those words in there, definitely.
It's
My
funny we put
husband's gonna be
those.
so jealous.
It's funny we put those two presentations next to each other because tomatoes and soup and gazpacho. It's got tomatoes in it. It's a whole. This is just a
Wait, is
great
soup
marriage.
sexy?
Wow, is it?
Yeah.
Tomato soup is
Budewy and
sexy.
HannaBealla. It's a combined presentation for next time.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
do a group project next time.
Sounds good. We'll get onto it.
Look, we gotta keep this train moving. I've done a shout out for Hannah, guys. If you're interested in Hannah and tomatoes and her content and Winston there, go and throw a follow and thanks. But thank you, Hannah.
Thanks for having me.
And look,
Yeah.
we're gonna flick to this bad boy over here. It's Middleton. He's up
Oh
next.
no, I'm so sorry, everyone.
45-degree ton,
Yeah, here we are. He's tilted. I can't be fucked playing around with this. So this is the angle you're gonna get. But hello, thanks for having me. I really appreciate being here with all these wonderful presenters. I've been having a blast tonight listening to everyone. So yeah, you're all not okay, and I love that.
All right, Middleton. Tell me about you. Tell me about what you're up to. What are you all about? Give us some.
Well, I want to show this off because I got this from I found this at an op shop. Any gamers in chat? Anyway, I'm just having a little beer, so cheers to you guys. But yeah, I'm Middleton. I don't stream too much at the moment. I'm a corporate sellout girly. I'm sorry if you've seen me on your meta platforms and ads and stuff, but effectively, I've given up my streaming life lately to focus on my career as a creative content producer. So I've got a very fortunate position in a company that I work for. I've worked for multiple businesses, essentially making memes for a living. So the memes and the dreams can come true, kids. I studied social media and acting when I was much younger at university. And effectively, I'm just an influencer on a salary. So it can happen. But yeah, I make ads, I make content for a living. So I feel like I've got a very interesting and unique foothold in the way that content engages us, entertains us, and sells product. So effectively, I focus on that full time, and yeah, I come to the events. Obviously, meet people like Pog, everyone in the ANZ creator community. So yeah, if you're not yet a part of it, please reach out and engage in the Discord, engage with each other, especially at these events. These are wonderful places to. Sorry, I'm just doing a spruik for you now. Pog. I hope that's okay.
Excellent.
But yeah, no, this is what it's all about. Like I have the very fortunate position to not only make the content that I do, but work with my colleagues who are like, do you know a person who can take a good photo, make an interesting TikTok about a product, and being the person who can, look at a community such as ANZ Creators and go, oh yeah, this person does content that satisfies this brief. So this is what I look out for. So as all you cuties are doing all of your wonderful things and your hyper focuses, whether you're sexually attracted to tomatoes, there might
no judgment.
Yeah, I don't know. If we release, yeah, exactly. If we release a product that's in tomato red, I'll be in your DMs, Hannah. But yeah, I think the greatest thing about the ANZ Creator initiative and space is that you get to be connected with like-minded people who are just going to support you in all your endeavors, and like a unique, an individual success can be a collective success, and can encourage and influence you and each other to grow as creators and as people, because a lot of the time people are putting their real selves out on the line to be judged by the internet. So everyone who's in here who does what they do, hats off to you, because you're all focusing on something you guys love and you find an audience who resonate with that. So join the community and please come to events, introduce yourself, and we'd love to see what you do.
It's true. Lots of talent in our region. We're just here to lift them up.
100%.
We have an announcement. We've got another meetup planned soon. So follow us on socials about that while Chris is sharing his screen, hopefully.
Yeah. Let me do that.
Yeah, we gotta. There's gonna be a meetup soon. This should be fun. So yes, ANZ Creators on socials, but I think it looks like we're ready to go, and I am gonna throw that at you. Oh my God, there's ducks.
That's ducks. There's ducks for you, little baby boy.
Go for it.
Okay.
Mate.
So, about what I said with the context of who I am and what I do, I thought I would just merge a couple of things together and maybe use this as your platform as an opportunity to talk about some certain things in terms of how we use social media. So this is the algorithm has killed hate watching, the lost liberty of recreational self-regulatory loathing. Next slide, me. Okay, so the order of torture for this evening, we're going to go through what is hate watching? Why do we hate watch? What is an algorithm? Here's something you should hate, just an example for everyone, and then you can tell me to fuck off. Okay, so here's basically, this is just me giving you results of a Google search. What is hate watching? So hate watching refers to watching something, usually a TV show or a movie, or now with social media, with the intention of finding it amusing, engaging in its mockery of content. Generally, you're watching it going, look at this idiot. And we feed on that dislike of it. It's a form of entertainment derived from criticism, laughing at something rather than enjoying it. And those two things, again, could be a Venn diagram. So why do we hate watch? And this stuff here, that's you, Adam. Here's why you're an asshole, Adam. This is why you hate watch. So elitism, morbid curiosity, and also a social connection. So for elitism, we might not want to admit it, but sometimes we do need to engage in a little bit of, letting off some steam, or just looking at someone who, does something differently. And it's something that, again, comes from a place where we're like, oh, we don't like that kind of part of ourselves. But that's why I say self-regulatory, because sometimes you might just inherently disagree with something and there's nothing that you can do to really help that. And so hate watching usually, it can be reality television where you're seeing people who, talking in an accent, like Jersey Shore or something. You end up laughing at those people. And it's not necessarily that you are hating the person in particular. You're just hating the way that they perceive themselves. There's a morbid curiosity about that as well, which again is, goes off more of this hate element where you're morbidly curious about it. It's why you go onto liveleak.com when you're 12 and your parents should have put the internet blocker up, but they didn't know how to do that. So a morbid curiosity is a thing we are curious creatures and we want to kind of understand why this person is like that. Or, I don't know, why is Bevo so successful? And there's also a social connection about it as well, where we can kind of relate to other people by going, oh, did you see that person's content? What's going on? And it comes from this place where we're like, oh, we don't know exactly how to facilitate it socially without, feeling like that you're hating on someone. So here's just a little brief intermission. We can talk about hate on the internet. It can be a divisive topic. So here's a couple of ducks for you, Pog. So just breathe in, breathe out.
I'm hooked.
Yeah. We're locked in. We're ducked in. Let's go. So quickly, what is the algorithm? I think we all know. We're content creators. It goes through, personalization, relevance, and engagement, like the filtering and ranking. So we're effectively looking at the likes, shares, comments, browsing history, the hook and hold rates, which again is a thing, like a term that content creators don't usually use, but it's a performance marketing metric where we all know what a hook might be, is like the thing that grabs your attention in the first couple of seconds, but there's also the hold rate. So effectively, the algorithm on social media platforms gauges when you stop scrolling, like, hey, what is on the screen and what's in the visual hierarchy is it that may have caught your attention? It's what we call a scroll stopper. What has stopped your scroll and made you just at least hold on that content for a bit? So from there, it filters in this relevance and engagement. Like, did you actively like it? Did you comment on it? Did you share it? Or did you watch it in entirety? And then it goes through this filter and rank algorithm that it then goes, okay, you looked at this as soon as you opened up the app, so we're going to feed you that next time and see if you hold on that as well. So then it's going to recommend like-minded content or the user relationships, like who is going to who associates with who. Do your friends also, like the people that you comment on their stuff, do they also hold on the same things? This is like fascinating in its own right, but I want to give an example. And like you might be thinking like, hey, what's the point of this? I'm like, well, I was getting to it. Basically, I wanted to use this as a vehicle to just complain a little bit because I want to support this person, but at the same time, it's not for me. So have you ever seen an Overwatch streamer just do the cringiest shit and then TikTok is like, oh, do you want more of this shit, do you? Well, fuck me, buddy. You should go check all this shit out, right?
I don't need that.
I was like, Overwatch is the most overstimulating, just like, fuck it, like, I've got enough ADHD. I don't need more of that loud noise in my head. So imagine just me, like I'm working 9 to 5. I get home, I want to disassociate. I just want to clear my mind, and I see this shit.
Get off my god!
So good.
Thanks for the
Guys,
plug.
just like whole stream, block that shit if you care about your mental health, right? So like, what's the hate about this, right? It's cringe. It's soy boy energy. Like Marvel Rivals, have you heard of it, bitch? Go download it right now. Uninstall Overwatch 2. Read the room, bro. $300 USD. We're in a cost of living crisis. Like, do you like, brother? And like, honestly, have you met Pog in real life? Like, I'm so fucking glad he's not here right now. Dude is toxic as fuck. Anyway, I'm getting playing again.
Can confirm.
All right. So, how do we fix this? And luckily, I went to like the Bible of the internet, Reddit, and someone had beat me to it. Should we kill all Overwatch players?
This is real.
My simple answer to you, chat, is yes. Let's kill all Overwatch players because I can't hate watch things anymore because then TikTok is going to be like, oh, you love this shit, do you? I just stay alive until I can go to work the next morning to kill myself. I don't want to do it at home where my dogs are going to find me. So that's basically it. Thank you. No real questions. You can follow me on all that kind of shit. Don't worry about Twitch. I'm hardly on, but I'll see you around. That's it.
Wow.
I'm so upset. I didn't know I would be a target. This is... Ow.
Middleton biting the hand that feeds him right now.
But anyway, join the community. It's really like lighthearted and welcoming and like friendly, and we all support each other.
I was so on board for so
I really
much of that.
understand all the positive talk at the start now.
Blowing real hard, man.
So yeah. Anyway, just remind you what you said. What I said at the start. Yeah, just join the ANZ community. Like we're all friendly with each other, and we don't talk shit behind each other's back. It's great. And Pog is lovely, absolute champion. Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me on.
No, it's funny. Yeah, I don't know where you found that because that is a real Reddit post. There was a couple of death threats for that one. So it's nice to know hate watching is part of the algorithm, and I should have caught on when you had ducks at the start. I didn't really take that hint, and I appreciate. I guess maybe I don't know. There was a comment there about the algorithm. The algorithm is unaware how often I stop scrolling to pick my nose. It thinks I love the Kardashians. That was. You can't hesitate. You got to scroll. Yeah. Any other final comments for Chris? I'm just generally upset.
Valid crash out.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll put a shout out. I know I shouldn't, but
No, it's going to be the last thing that I see before I'm kicked from the call. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice knowing you.
Yeah, great. Well, I'm very appreciated that you put a time and effort into hate watching me. So thank you very much, Chris. And now it's time for our very last speaker. We've gone a little bit late. I apologize for that. We have Fiamma here. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you for
How the hell
joining
am I
us.
supposed to follow that?
I don't know.
Well, I've got something a little more chill to talk about, so I think that hopefully that helps.
There's been a few tough acts. Well, I think everyone's been a tough act in their own way. So, to start off, do you want to talk a little bit about yourself and your content and where people can find you and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, sure. I'm mostly active here on Twitch. I am Fiamma. Most people call me Fia. And I am a competitive World of Warcraft collector. And I promise you that is actually a thing. I'm currently ranked, I think, 615th in the world, which is out of about 1.2 million accounts. So that's not too bad. But I'm not going to talk about WoW today because I talk about that enough day to day. But no, my emojis were the thread knife angel one. And now that Pog has shown you on stream the adjusting of the slide, you also know what I'm going to talk about.
They didn't see anything. You just saw it.
Yes.
It's fine.
In Discord.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready to go?
Brilliant. Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
Let's hit it.
Let's do this. Right, today I'm here to talk to you about creating art through stabbing. Most people refer to this as embroidery, and the specific subsection of embroidery I love is called cross-stitch, named because you stitch crosses. Cross-stitch is great because you can get in lots of trouble for stabbing people, but if you stab fabric angrily, all you get is sweary art. I've been cross-stitching since I was a kid. My mum taught me with one of those kits you see around that has like cute animals and the full name and date of birth of the child. Mum was so busy being pregnant with me that she never managed to finish the kit with my stuff on it. So she taught me and I finished it, which is kind of a little bit trippy. So those kits have come a long way. It used to be all kittens in teacups and puppies in buckets and beautifully artsy scenes of cottages with gardens, and they're still available, of course. But now you can also get kits with slogans off TikTok. That's an actual pattern you can purchase on Etsy. I've got references. Yes, good. So one of the big reasons cross-stitch hit for me, I stopped for a little while and then I started again when I got a bit older when I could afford the stuff myself. It's that crosses are like pixels. The video, you know what else has pixels, of course? The video games from childhood, the number of Pokemon sprites I've stitched up is like 7. I don't have those to show you because I prepared for this presentation poorly. But there's so many adorable things out there, and they're amazing. Cross-stitch is also fantastic for general wellness. The act of stitching sort of has to be mindful, as if you're not paying complete attention, you can end up jamming your needle into yourself, which is don't do that. It's really not pleasant, trust me. They are reasonably blunt. It's very hard to do, but it's surprisingly possible. I think the worst one was when I got it all the way up under my thumbnail. Yeah, that sucked. Don't do that. People wear thimbles. There's a reason for that, I've discovered. It's also reasonably cheap to get into. There isn't any super complicated equipment or materials need to purchase. A beginner can pretty easily pick up some Ada cloth. Patterns can be found on the internet for free or very cheap. And if you choose a pattern with only one color, you only need one skein of thread. A skein is the name for like a packet of thread, like the black one here from DMC. It's 310. It's the one that everybody remembers once they've started stitching. You need a needle too, of course, for the stabbing part. And if you want to make something that looks a little bit neater, I recommend using a hoop to keep your cloth tight, like a tension thing. And if you suck at threading needles, you can also get a needle threader. That box from Amazon I think was like $8, and there are 60 of them in there. You need one. Just one is fine. But they're very cheap. So strictly speaking, neither of those are actual requirements though, so you can get away with either without them. If you prefer, you don't want to fiddle around with trying to find thread and cloth and all that kind of stuff, you can buy kits as well, and they contain the pattern, fabric, needle, and thread required to the robin one in the middle there, I believe, also included the fancy designed hoop, which is very cute. But these are all available, and the one on the left there is from BW. Like, it's super cheap, super accessible. They can be a little bit more expensive sometimes because, of course, more colors of thread, and you're not lots of little pieces rather than buying them in bulk, but it's fine. They are a good introduction if you're not sure what to go for. Cross stitch is a little more structured than general embroidery, but that's what Ada cloth helps with. General embroidery, you can kind of just stitch wherever you want and make a mess, and it's great, and we love that. But cross stitch is very kind of in rows and in blocks, and we hate confetti. That's but you can stitch crosses on any fabric, or not fabric. I've seen somebody cross stitch on a waffle chip because it's a grid and it works. The shape of the Ada weave with its little holes keeps the stitches neat and in order though. Like, you can see them pretty clearly there. You can see the holes make a grid shape. That's where the needle goes through the fabric, so you don't even have to push it hard. It just kind of slots straight through. One of the first tips I learned was to always start my stitches with the same slant so that the top threads always point the same direction, i.e. they're all forward slashes or they're all back slashes. Helps the finished product look neater and more correct. Brains are weird and they pick up on that shit. So I usually always stitch the forward slash first and then stitch the back slash over the top. If I have a row of more than one stitch, or there's only a gap of 1 or 2 squares between stitches, I'll stitch all the forward slashes in the whole row and then go back and stitch all of the back slashes. I try to always stitch the same way we read, from top to bottom, but some patterns are bastards and have shit all over the place, so I just do my best. I really like geometric patterns like this one here as a beginner thing. There's lots of chunky blocks to learn how to make stitches sort of flow and how to skip things and how to decrease and increase and stuff. And you can find some incredibly pretty thread that has so many colors in it, but it still stitches up so simply because it's just one thread and it just changes color every so often, which is the stuff in the middle there from snugglymonkey.com, which is the cutest URL I've ever seen. Once you're comfortable with the general process, you can expand into more thread colors, slightly fancy techniques, and more complicated patterns. Etsy is a treasure trove of geeky patterns, or those combining the traditional elements of floral borders and cutesy lace with feminist slogans and general destroy the joint energy. Just keep an eye out for untested AI-generated slop. As with many crafts, the robots have invaded. Cross-stitch does take time, and I'd hate for you to spend all that effort to end up with something that reads Flirk the Petrilli. Some tips on how to tell: if you can check, if there's any reviews for the item or the shop in general that have photos of in progress or completed products, not just it was really nice, because robots can type. If there are any photos in the listing that aren't just digital mock-ups, so photos that pattern testers have actually stitched, if there are those pics, zoom in. Crosses should be well formed, the fabric hasn't been stitched over, should be uniform too, and none of the objects in the background should appear unusually Lovecraftian. There are also programs and sites that will convert your images into patterns or allow you to run from scratch, just like you're using MS Paint. If you're using a homemade pattern, just check your colors before you buy them and zoom out on the pattern to make sure it reads the way that you want. The number of times that I've done little things and then I've stitched it up and I've gone, wait, why does it just look like a blob? Because, yeah, you need to test shit. When you buy a pattern from a good author, they have test stitchers actually make the pattern for them to make sure it works, that it's reproducible, that the colors work well, etc. And that's why we pay them for their patterns rather than trying to make them for free and have them be shit. If you're keen to really dive in, I'd honestly recommend purchasing an actual pattern book. The Super Subversive Cross Stitch that is an actual book. There are some that are full of modern patterns, and a lot of these will have original publishing dates before AI was publicly available to write crafting patterns. If you buy a more recent one, it's probably going to be AI. We love crafting on Etsy.
Insane.
It's wonderful.
Wow.
Keep an eye out for samplers too. Yeah, these are amazing, aren't they? So samplers come from when young women, back in, I'm talking like the 1800s, when they would start learning the craft at like 11, 12, 13 years of age, they'd make a big sheet of stitching, practicing their lettering, different shapes, decorative borders and stuff. They were used as pattern references when they were putting together future pieces, and they would take them years. They would stitch this from the age of 12 right the way through to 15 or 16, and they'd end up with this big sheet of just all of the stuff that they could make, like this. And then they pull a border out of the needle and floss one here, and then a symbol out of teeny weeny cross stitch, and kind of build patterns later on that they could then usually put on tea towels, because that's what women made.
So you're saying a 12-year-old girl in the 19th century made Mario?
Yes, absolutely.
Holy shit!
I know Nintendo ain't got nothing on this shit, but no, these are obviously more modern examples. I tried to find ones that were more modern. A lot of the samplers, like if you just literally Google cross stitch sampler, you'll get all this shit from the 1800s. There are books out there. There are like museums and stuff that will have these ancient pieces that they lovingly transcribe into charts that you can then purchase and make at home. Something that a 12-year-old made in the 1800s, you can then make that for your own home as well. Like, it's bananas. It's very cool. Yeah, right? That doesn't quite hold up quite so well. I don't think ours will be lasting a few hundred years, but that's manufacturing, isn't it? So these are really helpful, especially if you can't find a pattern with the words to convey your passionate desire for the toilet paper to be hung the correct way. You can grab the lettering from a sampler, arrange them precisely, wrap it in a beautiful sampler border, and stitch it up. So there you have it, cross stitch, saving you from jail time and creating art through stabbing. I hope this has been enlightening and that you go forth and enjoy making fabric that says fuck.
Bravo!
Hey.
So I had to leave just halfway through because literally what you just said.
Yes! Yes! It's not just me.
I just went and hunted for this, but there we go.
I'm
I
so
cross
proud of
stitch.
you.
Fuck.
Fabric that says fuck. See, I told you. Yeah, it's amazing.
That was not
Amazing.
planned. I'm so pleased that happened.
Was that a stitch up, guys?
Amazing.
Oh my god, that was so cool. I am so interested in all that. I didn't realize it was so, I don't know, like modern as well as like.
Yeah, that's the, like, when you think about embroidery and stuff like that, because it is really quite an ancient art. Like, it's been all over the world. There are, like, I think recently Palestinian type of embroidery was enshrined by UNESCO as like an intangible addition to humanity, kind of like it's old shit. But like, you can take anything that's old and make it new, and cross stitch is no exception to that. Most of the stuff that I have made has been geeky. The only stuff that I've made that has been grandmotherly were kits that I got back when I started, because back then you couldn't get fun kits. So yeah, it's good fun.
That's amazing. Any other thoughts or comments, questions from chat?
That was actually genuinely fascinating to end on, so especially after my fucking speech. Like,
Well, now you can also cross stitch for your mental health and wellness.
It's not that's genuinely fascinating to hear about, like an art form and a creative outlet that obviously the challenges that AI, how that's impacting that.
It's so bad. So
yeah.
I cross stitch, I knit, I crochet. I don't know what it is about the fiber arts,
Wow.
but they have their hooks in me. Get it? Crochet hooks.
Crochet jokes.
But no, and I get like Reddit suggests a ton of that shit to me, and there's a whole subreddit that's basically just, is this AI? And it's all AI.
Yeah.
People are zooming in and inspecting the stitches to make sure that they line up the right way to try to tell if it's an actual pattern or if somebody's just taken a frog and covered it in a crochet. Have you seen the expected and reality of like the beautiful knit sweaters, and then they get a sweatshirt that's got a print on it of the knit?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Outrageous. Hey,
Yay AI.
thank you, Fia. Oh, I've done a shout out in the chat. So, guys, if you're interested in Fia's
you.
content, go and follow her. That's all of us done. Can I put us all together? No, this is going to be bad.
No.
Let's not do that. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Look, I'll just go here. No, that's not it. No, one of them. It's fine. I'll just click on. Thank you. I'm just going to go through everyone and just appreciate everyone while we get out of here. Guys, what a fun ride it was today. I'm so grateful everyone has decided that they could put some time and effort into sharing their unique interests with us all. And thank you for everyone's time and effort and energy. I hope that it was fun for everyone. I'm going to start a raid for Wayward Cine, who is a ANZ creator. I'm not sure what he's up to, but we can go and hang out in there for a little while. Go and say hi to him. But I'm just going to go through and appreciate everyone that's here. Thank you very much, Fia. Thank you, ArtfulMelody. Thank you, Middleton. Hello. Thank you, Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Thank you, ZombiesLvBacon. There he is. Thank you, FuraMango. Thank you, WildRefrain. Thank you, Heather. Oh my God, put that away. Thank you, Budewy. I got it right. We're all ANZ creators. Thank you for everyone for coming and hanging out. And I'll see you at the next thing. Watch us on socials for the next event and the next thing. And we'll get out of here. Thanks, everyone. Does anyone have final thoughts? Sorry, I should let you guys talk while
You guys rock. Thank you.
Cereal is soup.
Oh, so positive. I love it.
Cereal is soup.
Wait, who won?
Watch out for the Muppets.
Who won?
Don't you pick a winner from this, or does
Yeah.
Sharon pick a winner? Or...
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Have
Well,
we?
it's not picking you,
Well,
Middleton.
we.
Not gonna
Oh
happen.
God, we're going. Check our socials. There's going to be some prizes from Nicktacular on there, I believe. All right, bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.